I'm Dawn from Drucker Diagnostics, and today we're going to be changing the name on a saved cycle on the SERO 12. Now, saved cycles are a set of RPM, time, and break settings that are saved into your SERO 12's memory. By default, the system gives them a name like MEM1, MEM2, MEM3, and so on and so forth. But you can change that name to anything that you would like, and that's what we're going to be doing today. How to name a saved cycle on the SERO 12. As a quick reminder, your SERO 12 has all of its controls right here on the front panel. The RPM screen, which shows the currently selected RPM, and if you have a saved cycle selected, shows the name of that currently saved cycle. Keep in mind, if you do have a saved cycle selected, all of these screens will display the value for that cycle saved into your SERO 12's memory. The RCF-XG button will toggle between showing RPM and G-force in the RPM window. The Stop Unlock button will stop any currently running cycle and will unlock the lid latch system if it becomes engaged. The Start button will start a cycle with the currently selected parameters. The Time screen shows the currently selected runtime. The Break setting indicator shows whether or not the break will engage. The Menu button helps us navigate through the advanced menu, and the Cycle button, which will help us enter the menu, select our cycle, and save a new cycle. Today, we're going to be focusing primarily on the Menu button and the Cycle button, as they'll help us get to the point where we can change the name on our previously saved cycle. We're going to be changing our cycle name from MEM1, which is what the default name is for any new preset, to Wash. But keep in mind, you can use this same process to change any cycle name to whatever you would like. We're going to start by using the Cycle button to navigate to the cycle that we want to rename. You can tell which cycle you've got selected because the name of that cycle will alternate with the RPM in the RPM screen. Keep in mind that your centrifuge will name the new cycle MEM1, MEM2, MEM3, etc. by default. So if you're creating a new cycle and know you want to rename it, make sure to just remember or note down what number cycle, MEM1, MEM2, MEM3, it is that you just created. Once your selected cycle is showing in that RPM window, press and hold the Cycle button until you hear 2 beeps. This indicates that you've entered the Cycle menu. Now, if you wanted to edit your cycle from here, you could adjust the RPM, you could adjust the time, but since we're looking to rename the cycle, we're going to press the Menu button. This is going to take us into the Advanced menu. If you wanted to, you could edit the breaking from here, but we are going to use the buttons next to the RPM screen to navigate until we see our cycle name displayed. Now, because we're changing our cycle from MEM1 to Wash, we're going to look to have MEM1 displayed up here. Next, we're going to press our Start button. And you'll notice that in this case, the Start button creates a flashing asterisk that wasn't there before on our name. That's going to indicate the character that we're adjusting as we edit the name. Now, that flashing character can be changed by pressing the up and down keys to navigate through the alphabet, numbers, and various special characters that you can use. Once we've got our first letter, W, correctly in place, we're going to use the Stop Unlock button to move to the right and work on the next character. We're going to repeat this process until we have W-A-S-H spelled out, and then we're going to repeat the process again to select blank characters in the last spaces where the dash and the 1 used to be. Once we've got this process complete and we've got Wash spelled out, we're going to press the cycle button to save it. Now, we'll make sure that we've got our new wash cycle selected. You can see the name up here in the RPM screen, alternating with that cycle selected RPM. Once we confirm that, we can run our cycle by pressing the start button. The centrifuge will spin up to the selected RPM for that cycle, and once it reaches that, it will count down until it reaches the selected time. At that point, it will slow down, applying the brake or not, as per your settings. And when it finally comes to a stop, it will beep and the lid lights will flash to let you know it's done. Thank you for watching. If you have any other questions about how to name a cycle on the SERO 12, you can always contact Drucker customer service. And if you'd like to learn more about all the different features of your SERO 12, some helpful links are appearing on screen right now. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.